Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the Rudy Brews broadcast, and I'm a little early. It's 5:53. So while you're coming in, if you're coming in, then share, and at 6 we're gonna get started here. Okay. I walk around with a smile on my face, but inside I'm holding things I don't ever say. Everybody leaning on me, counting on me. When I need somebody, nobody checks on me. I keep on moving like I'm made out of steel. But late at night I wonder if I'm allowed to feel. I give my strength, I give my time. Yes, somehow I'm the last one they keep on their mind. I'm the rock for everybody, steady on the outside, but inside I'm breaking quietly. I'm a quiet storm, carrying thunder in my chest, trying to stay strong while I'm praying for rest. I'm a quiet storm. Nobody knows what I hide, 'cause tears don't fall from a man's pride. But I'm still holding on, even when the nights get heavy. Okay, share, guys. Okay, we're gonna get started here pretty soon. You don't want to miss this one.
Being ripped off by the very industry that depends on them. Truck stops charge $20 for a $10 to $30 just to park, even though drivers already spend thousands freight side. Drivers get hit with late fees, rebilling fees, rework fees, lumper fees, and detention without pay while still being held to strict hours of service clocks. Meanwhile, shippers, receivers, and brokers rarely face consequences. They break appointments, hold trucks for hours with no facilities, change terms, and undercut rates, all while shifting costs onto the driver and kicking them off their property. Every delay costs the driver time, money, and safety, yet the profits flow upward. The system is designed so the American trucker pays more at every step, while everyone else in the supply chain makes extra profit. This isn't free market efficiency. It's cost shifting, and the driver is the one subsidizing it. You can't call it safety, and you can't call it fair when the person doing the work is the only one paying the price. Truck
delivery man.
drivers are being ripped off by the very industry that depends on.
Keep sharing, guys. I'm getting closer right away here. Keep sharing it out there, guys.
Truck drive.
Hmm.
When you're ready to rise up, you'll rise up. All the power you need is in your hands. Now look around you. Our financial systems have been hijacked by a generation of thieves. While you're working harder and harder for less and less, the game is being rigged against you. They're turning all of us into virtual slaves. Looters, at the heart of our financial system, are price fixing our most precious resources: food, water, energy, gold. Even the value of money itself is being siphoned away by high-level crooks in a giant mushrooming conspiracy of unstoppable corruption. They're robbing billions of people of trillions of dollars a year, folks. There is no need for austerity measures. There is no need for financial suffering. No need for poverty. There is no scarcity. We are simply the victims of a robbery of unimaginable proportions. We have been fed a lie so vast it oppresses all of humanity. The truth is, there is more than enough to go around. 60 years ago, productivity was increasing so fast, they predicted by today, entire families could live comfortably on the income of just one provider working only 10 hours a week. They wondered what we'd do with all of our spare time. What happened to that dream? Turns out they were right. What took a full work week back then can be done in just 10 hours today. We have technologies that multiply our efforts 1,000-fold and connect us in ways they never imagined. We are now 100 times richer than in that great heyday of the 50s. We are heirs to a great bounty of prosperity. 70 trillion in the youth alone. Over $200,000 for every man, woman, and child. The only reason we don't experience this wealth is because it's being siphoned away by a corrupt criminal class. They loot through giant corporations, raising prices, lowering wages, stealing the fruits of our productivity. Once whole families prospered with just one provider, now both parents work, delivering 8 times the productivity but struggling to make ends meet. They control the media using hot-button social issues to divide us, brother against brother, so we fight each other while they loot our sacred institutions. They make us fear too big to fail, banks collapsing, but if they did, we'd suddenly recover the 8 times our income that's being siphoned away every single day. Don't give yourselves to these crooks who abuse you and enslave you, who steal your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel. Let us burn these leeches off our backs. Let us replace their corrupt systems with better systems that benefit everyone. Let us reclaim the fruits of our productivity. Let us share our prosperity. We can do this now. We are the creators, and when we come together, we have the power to create whatever future we want.
Okay, one last one, and then I'm going to get on with the show. Excuse me. And then I'm going to get on with the show. I had a little frog in my throat there. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, for heaven's sake. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Oh, here we are. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Geez, I got a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix this. Okay. Damn.
This is the Rudy Bruce broadcast. You focus on the truth, I focus on the facts. People of Canada, your voice will speak a million strong. If we come together and fight what's going on, we got homeless people living in tents. Be compassionate, do not judge, because 200,000 of us are using food banks. Where's the pride? Where's the pride? Where's our money we slave for? They covered it up. The word man is living for. Rudy has true leadership. Speaking for the ones who are tired of this shit. Make the government officials get a grip. Or everyone loses the respect. Something's wrong, open your eyes. They tell us lies. You're blinded to this and more when you're long. United, we stand divided, we fall. The time will come, the day is near, we will all march. So listen with your ears, we are not zombies or fresh meat. Let's grind up government, make compost for the maple tree. Let's avenge the deaths of the ones who have coronavirus. Opioid, we're still trying. They thought they got away scot-free. You will get the last laugh. Just wait and see. These talks we had on the broadcast will provide the guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you kidding me? Round of applause to you and yours. For tuning in, we're opening doors. This is the real movement, people. Let's stand up, Canada, before we lose. We're still trying. They thought they got away scot-free. We'll get the last laugh. Just wait and see. These talks we have on broadcast will provide the guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you kidding me? You and yours, tuning in the world. This is the real movement. People that stand up, Canada, before we lose it. Okay, how you doing? Welcome back to my broadcast. And somebody's mentioning there, my intro is too long. I agree. The reason why it's too long is because I've been off for a while. I was debating whether or not to keep going with the broadcast. But then something happened. A cop comes to my door, and the day before it was a bylaw guy, and this time it's a cop. And he's saying, asking who owns that truck, and it's parked in front of the trailer. Obviously, it's my truck. I said, it's my truck. And he started to get a little, because he's asking for ID, and I'm saying, look, I'm sitting here not breaking the law. Why are you coming up to me asking me for ID kind of thing? But then he goes on to tell me, well, who's ever owner of that truck, the license is suspended. Your driver's license is suspended, okay? And I'm thinking, really? Okay. Now, this happened on a Friday, and I had to wait till the following Tuesday because my... So on
this suspension. Well, it turns out that they got me on a photo red light in Saskatoon on March the 3rd, I believe. And it was on the same day, one after another, like one earlier on in the afternoon and then one again later on the same day. Now, I have no knowledge of getting photo radared. I mean, going through an intersection on a yellow light, right? Because I wouldn't have gone through a red light. Okay. If it was yellow, I'll go through on a yellow light, but not on a red light. Give me a fucking break. Anyway, so I get this supposedly sent to my address, but I'm not there at that address because I'm in British Columbia. Okay. I don't use the friggin' mail, okay? I mean, whatever goes to that, I don't even pick it up, okay? Anyway, so when I find this out about this suspension and everything, I says, well, how much? Oh, $580 to lift this suspension. Now let me explain something here. Now, there's no victim here, okay? There's no victim, there's no car accident, there's no nothing except I go through a yellow light and their camera picks me up as going through a red light. And then $580 later, you can have your license unsuspended, okay? I mean, even though you kind of fluked out by finding out that your license was under suspension, like it could have been worse. It could have been I was driving and found out on the road. And then it would have been them towing my truck and the rest of it. Had I been hooked up, there goes my truck and trailer. You're under suspension, unbeknownst to me. Or a different scenario is if I was driving tractor trailer, okay, and I was in between en route, and there goes your job until you lift your suspension. And you better hopefully have $580 to do it. What I'm getting at is these photo radars, these photo friggin' tickets are a little much, don't you think? I think it's more of a money grab than anything else. There's no deterrent here. There's no shortage of accidents because of these cameras. Has the accident rate gone down? No. I put up a post some time ago, and I, in that post, explained that retirement in Canada was fucked, okay? Basically. I mean, it's a bit long, but the long and short of it is when you're going into your retirement, it's fucked. And I'm 65, and I don't feel like working anymore in this country, okay? So I'm at 65, that's it, that's all. I'm going into retirement. So in going into my retirement, it's $2,200 bucks a month, okay? And I'm not going to go into this renting of an apartment that's $1,400 a month. I mean, or something in that area. That leaves $600 or $700 left. And then on top of that, your bills, your cell phone, and blah, blah, blah. This living barely check to check. Okay. Even if I was to entertain that kind of thing.
Me living in a trailer on the road is what I'm able to do, right? So I depend on the fact that my driver's license is intact and I keep up with what I need to keep up with. I mean, if my truck should break down or something of that nature, have to have extra money to pay for that shit, right? But when they come and gouge you for $580 fucking dollars, unbeknownst to me, all of a sudden in your life, boom, there goes $580 out of your pocket. You got no choice. You can't do shit about it because they've already suspended your license and you're the criminal, supposedly, even though there's no victim. That's not the only case. I mean, there's other cases. There was 14,000 tickets handed out in Calgary in one week for radar. 14,000. Okay, my connection is back. What was that? $500 a month, all included. $567 a month. What about senior independent apartments? They are $567 a month, all included. Yeah, you want to know what the waiting rate or the waiting list would be on such an endeavor to get into something like that? Just saying. Um, yeah, $2,000 a month for a bachelor in Ontario. Look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My truck is fixed since you used it. I don't even know what truck you're talking about. And I don't use other people's trucks too often, so. Anyway, I was supposed to have Adam Scully on the show today to talk about his ordeal with the Ontario police and him being shut down during COVID in his restaurant. Now, his case apparently is coming up next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He can't make the show tonight, so I suggest you pay attention to that case coming up next week. The wait time list is because he has never called. Well, I'm not going to call to move into a place to start paying somebody a bunch of money so I can live out the rest of my days. If I'm going to live this way, at least I can go where I want to go and do what I want to do in that sense. But what I'm getting at is these photo radar things are gouging people a lot of money, and sometimes they come out of the blue because you don't expect it. Okay, I mean, like I said, in my case, I would drive through a yellow light, not a red light. All right, so I'm going through a yellow light, and then boom, I'm getting hit with this red light ticket. This is a money gouge. And it's happening, and it's been happening for quite a while now. A lot of people are getting these goddamn tickets, and boom, there you go. There's another gouge out of your pocket. Okay. Now you're trying to budget yourself, month to month, and you get whacked for $580. Well, that's quite a friggin' hit for getting a stupid ticket you knew nothing about. And you can't even dispute it if you get under the suspension thing. It's bullshit. Okay, there's a lot of bullshit going on. with government and the way it finds you, like the victimless crime, okay? There's no victim here, okay? The money is going straight into the pocket of the government, and you're the one fucked, is what's basically going on, okay? There's no victim, all right? Show me the victim, right? Here we go. This is basically what it looks like. You know, the cops are collecting agents for the city and policy enforcement, okay? Like, like I said, where's the victim? You know, this photo shit. There's no accident. There's no victim. There's no nothing, okay? And the penalty for this is, oh, you're going to have to pay the government this money. How is that a deterrent? How is that, you know, fixing you of the crime? How is that making a correction in your life that don't do that again? You're going through a yellow light, for fuck's sake. There's been other cases of this photo radar bullshit and complete off the wall crap, okay? I mean, you know, and they're hitting these people with bullshit tickets. Just a minute here. No. Just a minute. Oh, crap. Okay, let me just figure this guy out here. Yeah, this guy, he's blocked anyway. Okay, he's blocked, so he's not even there. Yeah, money grab, exactly. Photo radar is a money grab. I mean, if guys are just keeping up with traffic, okay, like what 5 miles an hour over the goddamn speed limit? Yeah, I'm trying to pick them off here. Trolls the chat. Yeah. Um. So this is a victimless crime, and the government is gouging the public for thousands of dollars over this bullshit. Okay. I mean, that's just one more piece to enlighten you as to how far the government is going to rape the fucking money, rake the money off of you Canadians, you know, and call it justice. This is not fucking justice, okay? This is a fucking money grab. And any province that has these fucking photo radars or these fucking, you know, red light camera bullshit in their fucking midst, you know, this is bullshit, okay? I mean, normal people, they come to a stop when they see the lights changing and all the rest of it, okay? You know, unless you're going to cause an accident. It's common sense driving, okay? And I mean, that's what it is. Common sense fucking driving, you know? As long as you're not getting into a friggin' accident, causing an accident, what the frig is the problem here, all right? But yet here this money grab exists. It's outrage. You know what I mean? And yet they're doing it. And that's the government for you. And then you get into the medical aspect of our country, our medical system, where now I mean, you basically got to go to the hospital, go to the emergency ward, sit there for 4 or 5 hours before you can get looked at. Or a clinic where, again, you're going to sit there for 4 or 5 hours before you're going to get looked at. And they want to bring in more immigrants into Canada. They're calling for more. When is it going to stop, ladies and gentlemen? Okay? In your country, you're being fucking ripped off, all right, as a driver, okay? What about all the other shit they're pulling, okay? Not to mention, you know, they're getting into that driver's seat so that they can find ways. Distracted driving. Oh, yeah, right. Distracted driving, right. No accident, but here's a ticket. And pour on the country with all these immigrants and change the laws so that, I mean, Bill C9, okay, that you have to not be able to talk about certain things. You know what I mean? Like if you talk about certain things, they want it so that they could put you in jail, for example. Okay, these fucking bills that they're coming up with, right? Where is your freedom here? Where is your freedom? Your freedom, your basic rights, and your freedom are going out the window slow, bit by bit by bit. The more you don't come together and stand up together, all these rights and everything are slowly being evaded from you. And you know, and then they talked about 15-minute cities where they want to confine you into these 15-minute cities and all these cameras. Well, we're all used to these cameras and they're following your every movement. Facial recognition. How far you want to let it go? Where you really feel like the government is intruding on your rights and your privacy. By then, it's going to be too late. The longer you sit on your asses, the longer you don't come together as countrymen concerned about your country. But they're already on to us because they've even got paid protesters out there. You know, if they want to count, if you're getting momentum in your thing, they'll hire these paid protest Antifa, for example, and counter your protest. You know, I mean, there's some really fucking shitty people out there. All right, let's face it. Okay, and these people, they'll fucking do anything for a buck. So if they're going to get paid to go out there and protest against you, what does that tell you? And your protest is what? Against a corrupt government. And their protest is what? We want a corrupt government. Are you fucking nuts? Okay? Obviously, there's something fucking wrong here. I mean, if you're not going to give seniors and people that have worked in this country, a decent way, decent retirement, okay, just think about people that retired. There's that interruption again there. Just think about the people that retired 30 years ago. And all this inflation happened now to where it is now. What's going to happen in another 30 years? They didn't keep up with the seniors that retired in this country, that worked in this country and built this country, you know. And a lot of this, even the social services branches across the country, never paid enough for single employables to keep their apartments or keep their car going and maintain a certain level of life so that you can continue searching for jobs and so on and so on. It was a roller coaster, okay? And it was a day-to-day struggle for me anyway. I mean, shit, you had to I mean basically claw your way out of you know, what social services was giving you to being able to get onto a job and then get going again. It was like a total struggle. And they don't give a shit. Now you've got all these tent cities across the country, and it's a big fucking problem now with 6 million Canadians now going to a food bank. And Carney, what did he spend on that dinner from Ottawa to Tumbler Ridge or something like that? What was it? I don't know. It was almost $100,000 for dinner. The guy's eating pretty fucking good on that, I'll tell you. while Canadians are starving their asses off and being treated like shit when you're a poor guy. Why are you a poor guy? Well, where do you think all the money's going? I mean, they fucking hit you with fucking big amounts of money whenever they, boom, get you for some fucking stupid fucking reason. And they call it justice. I call it a fucking ripoff, is what I call it. And that's the way it was all through my life. This up and down little fucking roller coaster of bullshit. And I'm sure that's the same for a lot of other people. And when I put up that post about the retirement, it was unbelievable the comments I had coming on that post. Some people are so naive to what is really going on in this country. You know that? Oh yeah. They're fucking totally naive. They have no clue. They think they're in some fucking designed thing that, oh no, I mean, it's all on the person, their decisions, their choices, and all this shit. Well, I'll tell you, when you walk in my fucking shoes, then you can talk like that. But until you walk in my fucking shoes, buddy. There were some pretty nasty comments in there. I know. Oh, you're making the wrong decision. Oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, oh, that. I'll tell you, life is life, man. And it goes however it goes, day to day. It is what it is. I'm just saying, we as Canadians are paying the highest in taxes. I mean, you are being taxed for every fucking thing you do. Okay? Whether it be buying groceries or buying clothes or getting water, the water bill, the tax on top of that. Okay? Whatever it is, even your wages, all taxed. You are taxed up the ass. Even, your fucking retirement checks and all that shit are taxed and everything, every fucking thing. Even when you die, you're taxed. It's nuts. I've said that many times, that we live in a very peculiar situation. Hang on a minute. We live in a very peculiar situation. And the only way it's going to change is by Canadians coming together and figuring out how to make enough noise in front of a corrupt government to say, hey, this has to change because this is bullshit. That's the only way. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are protested out. I mean, they're tired of protesting. But if you give up, you consent, you know what I mean? You can't give up. The protests have to increase and they have to have more meaning, more directness. Because if you give up, that's just giving in. And there's lots more coming that the government is, the corrupt government is trying to do against Canadians. And if you don't stand up, and if you don't all come together and start fucking working together, to put a stop to a lot of this injustice. And it is injustice because stealing money out of the Canadians so that it's hardship on Canadians is not fun. Okay. It's not fair. Okay. I mean, we need an even playing field as far as going on in life. I mean, without having to worry about the fucking next $500, $580 jack up. You know what I mean? Like rip off, more like it. 580. That's, I mean, shit. The mass ticket on top of that, that one was $2,800. Okay. And I got it reduced down to $1,800. Right. But I never paid it. They took it out of my taxes. There's no fucking way I would pay a ticket like that. Fuck, no way. I'd go to jail first. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Take it for what it is. You can either work together and put a stop to this corrupt bullshit, you know, or you can give it up. I mean, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. This guy here. There we go. You can work together and put a stop to it, or it continues. And as it continues, it expands because they find more shit they can put on you so that, you know, you do this or do that wrong. Then, you know, there's more money for them. This keeps going on. Like, that's what's been happening. As the years went through, they added more shit onto it. Distractive driving and all this bullshit. Hell, even the impairment laws. I mean, they got it now where they to your fucking house after you're home and see if you've been drinking, you know, to catch you on an impaired drunk driving fucking charge. I mean, the fucking laws in Canada were. I'm getting another fucking connection thing here. The laws. When is this thing? Okay, the laws in Canada have gotten stupider. Okay, more stupider than you can imagine, and it's a mad, a lot of it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the show because I keep getting a connection loss here, and I'm done with this kind of shit. I just wanted to give you a little food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it should be time for you to come together. Think about it, okay? At least. Okay. Wait.
Be Bruce broadcast. Your focus truth. Focus on the face. People of Canada, your voice speak a million strong. If we come together and fight what's going on, we got homeless people living in tents. Be compassionate, do not judge, because 200,000 of us are using food banks. Where's the pride? Where's the pride? Where's our money we slave for? They cover it up. The working man is living for. Rudy has true leadership, speaking for the ones who are tired of this shit. Make the government officials get a grip, or everyone loses the respect. Something's wrong, open your eyes. They tell us lies, you're blinded to this and mowing your lawn. United, we stand, divided we fall. The time will come, the day is near, we will all march. So listen with your ears, we are not zombies or fresh meat. Let's grind up the government, make compost for the maple trees. Let's avenge the deaths of the ones who have fallen. Coronavirus, opioid, we're still. These talks we have on the broadcast, what provides the guy, let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe it's strong and free. Everyone does. Are you shit?
Okay, yeah, that's for tonight's show. And if you want, wait a minute. Action lost.